All right, taking a turn to public safety in New York. With the largest police and fire departments in the country and a more than $100 billion budget, New York is a very tough city to govern, and it can be even more so when incoming Mayor Zohran Mamdani has apologized for past calls to defund the police. Last week, in a closely watched decision, Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch said she had accepted the mayor-elect's offer to stay in her job. But Fire Commissioner Robert Tucker announced his resignation effective December 19th, just hours after Mamdani was elected. Both leaders are Jewish, and in his first interview since deciding to leave, Tucker told me his faith is one of the reasons he decided to quit. Talking about police and public safety has been a little bit awkward for Mayor-elect Mamdani because of some of his past comments. Does he have some work to do still in winning over the support of first responders in New York?
Yeah, I think he has a tremendous amount of work to do, and I think it's work well worth doing.
While Robert Tucker's police counterpart, Jessica Tisch, is staying on,
I respect her for the decision to stay, and I know she respects me for my decision to leave.
The fire commissioner submitted this brief letter of resignation one day after Zohran Mamdani won New York City's mayoral election.
To what extent is this decision of yours about being a Jewish New Yorker?
Yeah, I think it's a factor, no doubt. And I don't want to tell you that it's the only factor, but I believe that the things that I have heard the mayor say would make it difficult for me to continue on in such a senior executive role in the administration.
Mamdani's political rise has been taken as an ominous sign by many Jewish leaders.
Zohran Mamdani has contributed to a mainstreaming of some of the most abhorrent anti-Semitism,
who point to, among other things, his opposition to Israel as a Jewish state.
Look, it's a complicated, emotional decision to leave, but ideologically, there's no doubt that the mayor and I disagree on some very fundamental things to me.
Tucker and others aren't convinced by the mayor-elect's words of reassurance.
I will be the mayor who doesn't just protect Jewish New Yorkers, but also celebrates and cherishes them.
More importantly than hearing it, we want to see it. And, you know, there was an example very recently on the Upper East Side.
Park East Synagogue.
Yeah, Park East Synagogue.
In a protest last week outside a synagogue hosting an event to support Jewish immigration to Israel, activists shouted threats. A Mamdani spokesperson was later quoted saying he discouraged the language, adding in an apparent nod of support to the protesters that these sacred spaces should not be used to promote activities in violation of international law.
You know, I don't know that the public has heard appropriately from him.
What could he have done?
Look, I think he could have come out very quickly and condemned the behavior and some of the rhetoric. But again,
by not doing it, what are your concerns?
Yeah, I'm less worried about what he didn't do and more worried about him, you know, realizing the enormity of his job.
Inside headquarters in Brooklyn,
this is the nucleus of how we run the department,
where the FDNY coordinates responses to emergencies across America's biggest city.
You're going to miss this.
Very much.
Tucker says they're still waiting for outreach from Mamdani.
That I haven't had any personal conversations with the mayor-elect. I haven't heard from anyone in his incoming administration, nor has the department. And so I only hope that that is not an indicator of their feelings about the FDNY. I'd like to think they think everything is going so well here that they don't need to transition so fast.
Well, things are going well at the fire department. I mean, look, it's a great department. I want to point out that Robert Tucker, the commissioner there, he loves his job. He loves the people he's working with in general. And it was clearly an emotional, personal decision for him.
He even said that.
He mostly wants to focus on the positive, and he's wishing Mamdani the best, all the success in the world. You could tell he didn't really want to get into it, but he felt he deserved people a little bit more of an explanation for why he's stepping away at this particular time.
I admire that he spoke up the way he did and says, you know, this isn't for me at this time.
Yeah.
It's okay.
All right, coming up, one of the
I should add, we asked the Mamdani campaign for comment. We did not hear back.